And yo, BTG gave me the opportunity to express myself and be the.
But let's come off mute, right, and let's show him some love. DeRon Harris.
Welcome, Ron. Welcome, DeRon.
Thank you, Quincy and team, everybody. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? I know you guys are on mute, so I know it's going to be hard for you guys to answer. But I have a great feeling that you guys are doing very well. As Quincy already mentioned, my name is DeRon Harris. I am the Senior Account Manager for DirecTV here in the Northeast. I am Quincy's and you all direct support for DirecTV. So today, as Quincy mentioned, he wanted a training for you guys. And I said, hey, just give me the time and the day, and we're going to make it happen. Today is the time. Today is the day, and right now is the time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get it started so we all can start our day. Quincy, host disabled participant screen sharing. I just need help with sharing my screen. You can kind of enable that so I can get this up, and looks like we are good. Let me know when you can start seeing my screen.
Not yet.
All right, hold on 1 second. I think we got it now.
Yes.
Good to go. Cool. Well, this is my first time using Zoom and doing these presentations, so forgive me if this is all new to me. But again, welcome you all to the DirecTV training today for you guys over at Bridge the Gap Marketing. It's going to go about an hour long, but if it has to go a little bit over due to questions, everything like that, I have the time, because at the end of the day, this training is for you, right? So you guys have any questions, anything going on while I am delivering any of the content, feel free to come up mute and talk. This isn't to be a training where I'm just going through slides and we're just going to go through it and you guys get the information. There's going to be times where I ask questions. I want somebody to come up mute, answer some questions. You know, I want this to be very interactive. I don't want this to be one of the boring trainings where you guys are just sitting down, just kind of looking at a screen and just listening. I want you guys to pay very close attention, because this is where the money is at, right? You know, Quincy's introducing DirecTV to you guys to add additional revenue to you guys' bank accounts. And I want to help assist with that as well. So that's what basically the agenda is for today. But to break down the agenda even more, so today we'll go over DirecTV as a whole. So with DirecTV, there's two different products. We have DirecTV via satellite and DirecTV via internet. Talked about DirecTV satellite and our Gemini product. Talk about sports with DirecTV, our DirecTV demo app, resources, also go over some promotions and other things as well. So, but before I begin, does anybody have any questions before I start off? Cool. Like I said, I'm gonna roll through this. I know everybody's time is valuable. So beginning with DirecTV. DirecTV is one company, but we have two ways to deliver our video product. We have our traditional way, which is via satellite, which, you know, the tech comes out, they put the satellite dish out on the roof, or pole mount on the front and back of the house, and they set everything up for the customer. Or we have our DirecTV via the internet. So this is totally different, right? In this situation, we don't have a tech come out. There's a equipment that is either shipped to the customer, or if you guys have some inventory on hand, you will actually provide to the customer face-to-face. And this is a self-install product. So the customer basically just kind of plug this into their TV, turn it on, and they're ready to go. Very simple to do. I would say that for myself, but if I kind of send this over to my 86-year-old dad, it's not that simple. But today I'll be kind of go over how to install it, so you guys can actually see how easy it is. So if you guys have ever run into a situation where you have to install yourself for a customer, or if you have to walk customer through an install, after today, you'll be able to see how easy it is, and you'll feel comfortable walking them through that. But besides those two delivery methods, right? The best thing about these two delivery methods, pricing and the way we deliver content, is exactly the same. So 2-year contract, a 24-month contract. The entry price is exactly the same at $69.99. The fees are exactly the same. So the early termination fees, there's a $15 what we call advanced receiver fee, or you might see an ARS fee. That's basically so customers can have access to the unlimited clouds, the DVRs, and all the features that we offer with DirecTV. Customers still get 4K content on both offerings, whether via internet or via satellite. Credit check on both platforms. First device is free on both platforms. And as mentioned, all the fees as well. So no matter if the customer gets via satellite or via internet, they're going to pay the same, they're going to have the same contract, and they're going to have the same experience in certain aspects. And I'll kind of break that down a little later in this training as well. But kind of showing the comparison between the two, right? DirecTV, let me go back real quick. DirecTV via internet and satellite. As you see, everything is basically all exactly the same. A couple of differences, right? So 2-year contract, as you see on both. As I mentioned before, it's a full tech install on DirecTV via satellite. So a tech will be called out and scheduled to go to the customer's house and install the product. DirecTV via internet, as I mentioned before, is a self-installed product. With DirecTV via satellite, customer really doesn't need internet to hook this up. It really all depends on the equipment they do purchase or they would like in their home where they would need internet. But if a customer doesn't have any internet running through their home, they can have DirecTV via satellite. Via internet, it's kind of obvious in the name. You're going to need internet connection in order to actually use DirecTV via internet. Now, we do recommend at least 8 megabytes per second per stream. I kind of recommend kind of doubling that, just kind of based on the household. Do understand that not one device is connected to the internet at a time, so there's multiple devices that are being used. So what I kind of say, if you have a customer that has at least 50 to 75 megabytes running through their home, this is a perfect fit for that customer. One thing I could say about via internet as well, right? You know, when you're qualifying that customer, asking them their speeds, majority of your customers are not really going to know. I mean, with that, you just kind of got to ask them, you know, what do you do with your house, right? You know, do you have any smart homes? I mean, smart cameras, doorbells? You know, do you work from home? You know, if the customer answers yes on majority of those questions, they have enough internet speed to run DirecTV via internet. Pay-per-view is only on DirecTV via satellite at this time, nothing for DirecTV via internet. When it comes to billing, DirecTV via internet is a paperless billing option and only eligible for automatic bill pay. So only if the customer wants DirecTV via internet, before you even go through and process the order and really dig deep and, you know, you're stuck in the last part where it says, like, okay, I need your credit card for automatic bill pay. Understand the customer has no choice with DirecTV via internet to opt in or opt out. They can only opt in. Now, with DirecTV via satellite, it's different. They can go in with their regular bill pay where they actually get the bill in the mail and pay it, whether it's online or send a check, or they can actually go with automatic bill pay and actually receive a $10 discount for actually signing up for automatic bill payment as well. DirecTV via internet, there's no activation fee, but with DirecTV via satellite, there is a $19.95 activation fee. All hardware is leased for both DirecTV via internet and via satellite. DVR for DirecTV via internet is unlimited hours, and that's included with the packages. With via satellite, 450 hours. When it comes to streaming, DirecTV via satellite can only be streamed on the DirecTV app on your phone or tablet. DirecTV via internet, not only can you do it on your phone and tablet, but you can do it on your TV, via smart TV, or through any type of device like a Fire Stick, a Roku, or Apple TV. Any questions before I move forward?
Guys, drop them in the chat if you guys have any questions. I have a question, Mr. Harris. Maybe someone is thinking this as well. Right, with DirecTV via the internet, if the client does not have internet inside of their home, but obviously they do everything from their tablet, their phone, maybe even cast to their television from their phone, would they be able to still get DirecTV via internet?
No, that's a good question. You know, with that being said, since the customer doesn't have any internet, highly recommend DirecTV via satellite still, because like I said, DirecTV via internet is solely an internet product. And if anything happens with their phone or whatever the case may be, where they can't cast or anything anymore, then they just want to be able to actually use a product. The good thing is the fact that with DirecTV via satellite, you don't need the internet, so they'll be able to have TV. But since the DirecTV app still works with DirecTV via satellite, you know, for other rooms, if they want to cast or anything like that off their phone, they still have the ability to, because they'll have that app.
Thank you. I'm checking the chat.
No problem, sir.
I don't see any questions in the chat. Silence is golden.
Cool. So I'll move on to talk about DirecTV via internet then. With this product, I already mentioned with you guys, right? It's quick and easy self-install, same content that the customer will receive on DirecTV via satellite, right? So they'll get all the sports, access to 90,000 plus on-demand shows and movie content, enjoy up to 150 channels, and have access to all the streaming apps. So your Netflix, your Hulu, your Disney Plus, all the streaming apps that customers are basically using these days. You'll have access just by a touch of a button, utilize DirecTV via internet. As I mentioned before, is a 2-year price lock with DirecTV via internet. The Gemini Air is the name of the device. So you might hear me say that. So I just want to kind of put that out there. So the Gemini Air is included for the first TV for every single customer, as long as they're a low risk customer. Now with DirecTV, we have 3 credit risks: low, medium, and high. Outside of a low risk customer, there will be additional fees, which I'll get into later. But if it's a low risk customer, first device is free. For any additional TV, it is $7 a month to lease the device. As you see here, if it is a medium risk customer, it is $49 or a $99 fee. If they ever come up with medium risk, it's a non-refundable fee. This is just basically a deposit they had to put down because they're a medium risk or a high risk customer. As I mentioned before, no activation fees, need at least a minimum of 8 megabytes per second to stream. Also mentioned before, right? You know, the access to all of the streaming apps from Netflix, Pandora, Prime, and access to the Google Play Store, where there's over 7,000 apps that they can download and actually utilize right off of their TV screen using this device. Unlimited streams inside the home. So no matter how many TVs, how many devices the customer has in that home under that Wi-Fi and IP address, you can stream as much as you want. Not only can you stream on unlimited devices inside the home, you can actually do 3 outside of the home as well. So this is great for anybody that has, you know, a kid in college, you know, somebody that travels a lot, or somebody that has parents where they're trying to save them some money, right? You know, this isn't Netflix where it's just like, no, we can't share a password or anything like that for customers to log in. With this, I can use this while I'm at home, and my parents can use it at their home as well. So they have 3 screens. I have 3 screens outside of my home. So it's my parents, it's only my mother and my father right now. Typically, they're only watching 1 TV at a time. They can use this, cut the money on their cable bill, and they're good to go. So that's a amazing benefit when it comes to this. For one price, you can actually, you know, not only use it in your own home, but you can use it wherever you go, or for someone else if they need it, and if you're trying to save them some money as well. Already mentioned about the limited cloud DVR. With both via satellite and via internet, there is an early termination fee of $480 to begin with, right? So it's every month it drops down by $20. So to kind of give you guys some easy numbers here. So if a customer decides to disconnect service within 12 months, and it starts at $480, somebody come up from you, how much if they disconnect at 12 months, how much would their early termination fee be?
It's open now, guys.
The early termination fee in month 1 starts at $480. If they're at month 12 and it goes down about $20, how much will the early termination fee if they cancel at month 12?
$460.
No, so remember, it starts at $480. So
then it goes up $20 a month.
It goes down $20 a month, correct? So on month 12, how much would it be?
Month 12 is $480. Month 11 would be $460.
$240.
You're right,
240.
220.
Yes. 240. Whoever said 240, you are correct. You are correct. So remember, it's a 2-year contract. It's a 2-year contract. So month 12, it'll be 240. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. And on the right, as you see right here, these are some of the promotions that are kind of going on right now. We give free premium channels free for 3 months for customers. So they get the HBO Max, Showtime Stars for 3 months for signing up with DirecTV via internet or via satellite. They also get sports back for free for 7 months. With this basically gives all the customers access to all the sports around the world, whether it's football, baseball, college, soccer, whatever the case may be. whether it's a regional game or outside of your network, you actually have access to all these sports. So this is something that we provide free for 7 months for all of your customers. And after that 7 months, it is $14.99 a month. And I'll be digging more into these promotions later, but since it's here, I just want to kind of go over them real quick. And then customers that pick the package choice and above, they are eligible to receive a $100 gift card for signing up for DirecTV. A couple of fees. There is a $15 advanced receiver fee, as I mentioned before. But one thing when I go over the pricing, when you see the pricing, all the fees outside of the lease fee are already included in the plan. So it makes it a whole lot easier when you position it to the customer. Any customer that receives a plan choice and above, they will receive a regional sports fee. That fee can start from $3.99 and goes up to $15.99. I'll tell you a little cheat code right now for the price. If they are in New York or New Jersey, the price they're going to pay for regional sports is additional $15.99 a month. So just make note of that. But Gemini Air, as I mentioned, this is a device for DirecTV via internet. This is basically it, right? Typical cable is that big set-top box. It kind of just sits in the living room. But with this right here, it almost looks like a Fire Stick, right? So you just plug right into the back of the TV. It has an AC adapter that plugs into the wall, and then all you do is use the remote and turn it on. Now, the nicest thing about this device and DirecTV via internet, which I like the most, is the technology behind it, right? So it's built in and it has a voice remote. Now, voice remote's not really that exciting, right? Because the majority of voice remotes, a lot of companies have it. I used to have Xfinity back in the day. I had the voice remote. The only thing it really do is just take me to, I'd say, I want to watch ESPN or Food Network or TNT or CNN, whatever the case may be, and they'll go there. Now, this remote does that and a whole lot more. So not only can you ask it to take it to a certain channel that you would like to watch, but this is built with Google Assistant, right? So it has Google technology built in. So it's basically searching the entire web and the entire Google database whenever you're asking a question. So you can say simply, hey, what's the weather outside? And I'll tell you what the weather outside is. I say, hey, listen, I want to watch, Stranger Things on Netflix. It'll pull up Netflix and start watching and go straight to Stranger Things. Hey, listen, pull up this YouTube video, it'll pull that up. One thing I like about it the most, like I have a Google Nest system, basically ecosystem in my house, right? So I have the thermostat, I have the doorbell, I have the cameras. The cool thing about this, since it's built in with Google, and you can use your Google login and password to sign into this, is that once you do that, everything around your house is kind of connected with this remote. So I just hit the little button right here in the middle with the little microphone. It says, hey, listen, pull up my front door camera. Then on my TV, my front door camera shows up. When I have my TV on, my doorbell rings, it tells me somebody's at my front door. So it's a very smart system that not only you can, use the guide to watch TV, use it to talk, to get to the right channel, but it can really control your whole entire house. And I tell you right now, there's not one cable provider that's out there that has any type of system or technology that's allowing you to do more than just watch TV. So, it's a lot of great features built into just that one little remote and this device right here. But other than that, I mentioned already, wireless 4K with this. It's a pocket-sized device, so it's easy to travel with. So if you're going on vacation, you hate watching the hotel TVs, or you're going to be missing channels or whatever the case may be, bring this along with you. All it does is just connect into the HDMI port. You just plug it in, put in a Wi-Fi password, and you're good to go. So a lot of great, not only features, but the fact that, this device is mobile and you can take it with you makes things a whole lot easier. And I mentioned this is all that's in the box. The only thing that you didn't see in that last picture was just this middle power supply right here, which that just plugs right into the back of the branded device. And then that's basically it. And here's a quick video just to show you how it actually is installed. You really can't get really easier than that, right? Super simple install. Plug it in, turn it on, put in your Wi-Fi password, you're good to go. Super, super easy. This right here is a quick little video. I'm gonna take this. Hopefully you guys can hear this, but it's a little quick video about Gemini Air and DirecTV via internet as well.
DirecTV previously introduced Gemini, the revolutionary set-top box device that transformed the DirecTV customers' video experience. Integrated access to video on-demand streaming apps like Netflix, Max, and Apple TV, a voice-activated remote control with Google Assistant, and access to 4K, it transformed how customers enjoy DirecTV. But the innovation hasn't stopped there. Presenting the new DirecTV Gemini Air. This exciting new device for use with DirecTV via internet builds on the success of the Gemini set-top box by providing all the same exciting features, but packed into a compact, powerful device. Don't be fooled by its small size. Gemini Air can deliver even better picture and audio quality than the original Gemini. With its small form factor, the Gemini Air device can be discreetly hidden behind most TVs, helping to keep equipment out of sight. And with the attached HDMI cord, no complicated installation or technical expertise is required. Simply plug it in, and you're ready to enjoy the best entertainment experience DirecTV has to offer. Gemini Air also comes with an enhanced remote control, featuring a more ergonomic design, further enhancing comfort and convenience for customers. Whether at home or on the go, the Gemini Air device adapts to everyone's lifestyle. It's small enough to fit in your pocket, yet powerful enough to provide an industry-leading entertainment experience. Gemini Air is set to permanently replace the original Gemini set-top box for new customers connecting to DirecTV via their internet service. This means DirecTV customers connecting via internet will soon be the first to experience an enhanced entertainment experience provided by Gemini Air and DirecTV, further allowing them to stop compromising and start watching TV on their terms.
Boom. I mean, you guys see how it's installed. You see how the product works. Here's a little bit about some of the fees that are included with that. So as I mentioned, right, so it's a $7 a month lease fee with that. So each additional box or device after the first TV will receive a $7 fee. So for customers having a total of 3 TVs, what would be the total amount of lease fees that the customer will be charged to get a total amount of 3 TVs? Anybody?
24.
Now remember, the first device is free, right? So and it's $7 a month. So if they get 3 TVs, what's the price they will be paying to rent out the devices?
$21.
Devices.
21.
Oh, remember the first one's free.
But there'll be 14. It'll be 14.
14, exactly. And see, this is exactly why when I do the trainings, I like it to be interactive, because things like this are important, especially when we're quoting the prices to the customer, right? We want to make sure we're quoting them accurately. I mean, the good thing is, I mean, you guys said 21 to 24, and if the customer said, okay, cool, I mean, it'll be nice because they're expecting something higher and they see it lower on the bill. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure we're quoting this accurately to the customers so they know exactly what they're getting, right? So, but no, that would be it, right? So if again, 3 TVs, the first one is free. They only being charged 2 times 7, you're looking at $14. As I mentioned, there's a one-time credit fee if you run into a medium risk or a high risk customer, it's $49 or $99. I'll tell you guys this right now. If you see a high risk customer, I mean, typically you're not really going to sell that customer anyway, because it's not going to be worth your time. So just kind of want to put that out there. As I mentioned, we have the advanced receiver fee, the regional sports fee. As I mentioned, the early termination fee of $480, that prorated $20 per month. Now the equipment, remember, it is lease. So if the customer does disconnect or cancel service, they do have to return the device back. Now, if they don't return the device, there is a $120 non-return fee for each device. So, customers can cancel all day long. They might just get hit with an early termination fee, but if they don't return that device, then not only are they getting hit with the early termination fee, but they're also getting hit with a non-return fee of $120 as well. And this is the pricing. So the pricing that you see here is exactly what the customers would receive. As I mentioned, there's a $15 ARS fee. But if you guys remember from the beginning, the entry price that we start with DirecTV, whether it's via satellite, via internet, is $69.99. As you can see, there's no $69.99 here. So what we did to make things a whole lot easier, and instead of saying, oh, okay, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, it starts at $69.99, and then another 15 here, then another 15 here, and then another 7 there. I mean, we all know when you start adding things like, when you start adding all these numbers up, not for nothing, when somebody does that to me, I'm thinking, man, I mean, my bill's about to be $300. Right. So what we did, we kind of made it a whole lot easier. Instead of adding multiple fees, we added the $15 ARS fee already included with all this pricing that you see right here. So all the pricing that you see right here, that's already included. So the only thing you would need to add on to any of these prices are the lease fees and the original sports fees if the customer gets the choice package and above. I tell you right now, this is probably going to be your most popular package right here, choice, and anything up from here, because this gives customers, you know, as you see, more channels, more on-demand content, gives them access to all the sports and basically everything that the customer needs. So this is basically a golden package right here. So basically what you'll be adding here is the regional sports fees, which, like as I mentioned, is additional. It goes up from $3.99 to $15.99, depending on where the customer is, and then the lease fees, right? So if a customer is getting this package right here, and they're getting 3 TVs, you add an extra 14, and then let's say another $16 for the regional sports fee. So customers at what you're looking at $130, right? You know, for 3 TVs, for locked in for 2 years. And that's that. Before I move forward, any questions regarding the pricing whatsoever?
I have a quick question, DeRon. I have a sales guide in front of me that shows a little bit of a different pricing. It's almost the same, but it's like I think it doesn't include those fees. It's a sales guide that I downloaded. Is that okay to still show the customers and just explain that there's obviously going to be these other fees? Because I already have them printed out and everything like that. So is that just the pricing? I think it's $69.99, like you said, a month for the first one for the entertainment, and then choice is $84.99, and then $114.99. Is that just the pricing without those fees you were just talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly what that is, right? And what I would, since you have it all printed out, I wouldn't say, you know, throw those away or anything like that. What I would do is probably you know, verbalize it a lot more with the customer. Because when they see it, because that's the only thing that I see, and I'm just kind of going based on experience. When customers see that $69.99, and you end up at, you know, like I mentioned, like $130, they're like, wait, what happened to me paying $70 a month? And they kind of get a little annoyed and frustrated with the fees. So when you kind of just package everything up for the customer, and then as you see right here, everything is kind of listed down low, right? You know, $15 ARS fees. You know, you kind of tell them like, hey, listen, these fees are actually included, but what I did, I made it easier. I just gave you kind of one price with everything included, just not to kind of confuse you. And that's it. But yeah, if you're using that, continue to use that. But you know, I can send this out as well that you can print out, so you can, you know, if anything, have both or have another set after the ones that you have run out. I would honestly prefer this, but if you have a lot already printed out, just know it doesn't include the ARS fees.
Okay. No, yeah, definitely. I'll probably end up printing this out. I already have it saved, and then I'll probably just, you know, show this price, that this is like, you know, the initial price, and then with everything added on, like we talked about, this is the final. So that'll work. I appreciate it.
No problem, brother. No problem. Any other questions? And remember, DirecTV via internet. How does a customer pay their bill?
They pay it through credit card. Auto pay.
Exactly. So no bill in the mail. They're gonna get an email with their bill, and they can only use a credit card. They can use a debit card as well. One thing I do prefer a credit card, just for the simple fact that we do charge, and I'll kind of fast forward this. Actually get into that in a little bit, but these are some add-on channels that customers can add You know, they can add all the premium channel add-ons from HBO to Stars. Also international channels, Spanish, from Brazilian, Korean, Vietnamese as well. This is basically how we stack up against the competition, right? You know, so these are all the streaming platforms that are out there right now. So you have your Slings, you got the YouTube TVs, which is basically our biggest competitor, Hulu and Fubo's, right? I'm going to show you why basically, you know, we kind of stand out, right? You know, I think the hottest thing out there right now is basically the streaming services, right? For the simple fact that you have a quick click to just get to what you want to watch, right? You have the on-demand content. With DirecTV Internet, we have that as well. On our lowest package, you get 45,000, you know, plus on-demand content worth of TV shows and movies. See, our biggest competitor, which is YouTube TV, they have 2,000. And if you want to kind of go up from there, you know, Hulu has 10,000. So we're blowing away the competition there. Not only that, look across the board, you know, when it comes to sports, you know, we are the leader of sports when it comes to the streaming world on the streaming platform. On the regional side, with the MLB networks, NFL networks, and everything. So, and we got the competition beat when it comes to that.
Okay.
And as I mentioned before, kind of with the equipment, there is, you guys already know, first device is free. With this service, and this is with DirecTV via internet, customer does have 14 days in order to return the device and cancel the service without any type of cancellation fee or anything. They'll get a full refund. But remember, they got to return the device as well, or it is a $120 non-return fee. But they do have 14 days in order to return the device. When you do place an order for DirecTV via internet, if you don't have the equipment with you, you can send it to the customer. The customer will receive it in about 1 or 2 business days. I know it says down here, the device will ship between 2 and 3 business days, but honestly, the customer to get the device by that time. Now, as I was alluding to before, I prefer a customer utilize a credit card for DirecTV via internet. And here's basically why, because there's no activation fee with DirecTV via internet whatsoever, but there is a $30 pre-authorization hold that a customer will see on their credit card once you actually put in the order for this sale, right? And the reason why they see that hold, because DirecTV, we just want to make sure that it's an active card, the card has funds in it. Now, when a customer uses a debit card, this $30 is basically pulled out of their account, right? So it's going to make it look like they're basically lost $30. But think about this is exactly what it is just a hold on the account. So after about 5 to 7 business days, that $30 will go back in the customer's account. So if it's a debit card, it's really no harm, no foul, right? It's just a pending charge that never really gets hit. With a debit card, to let the customer know, like, hey, listen, you know, there's going to be a hold of $30 on your debit card account, but give it about 5 to 7 days, it's going to go right back. There's no charge. It's just we just want to make sure that we verify that the funds are on the account and on the card, so we know when to bill. One thing to know too, billing starts for DirecTV Internet as soon as the customer hooks up the device and starts streaming. So today is the 6th, the 8th. Oh man, I'm way back. So today's the 8th of April. So if I got a device today and I activate it today, my first payment would hit when? Somebody talk to me.
As soon as you activate the device.
Exactly. So I got it today, I activate today, and today is when I got hit with that payment for my bill. But the good thing about that is I know that the 8th of every month, exactly when I will be charged for my DirecTV via internet account. So make sure you let your customers know that as well. And it's only when they start streaming from their device. So say before the device comes and they want to start using the app, using it on their TV, they can. They're not charged yet. They're only charged from the beginning to when they activate their device. Now, you're going to have customers out there like, you know, probably trying to game the system like, oh, they know that. And if they know that, they're going to say, oh, well, I'm just going to stream from my TV and they're never going to charge me. That doesn't work because after 14 days, if they don't activate the hardware, they're automatically charged anyway. You get those slick customers that you say something like that, they're gonna think they can outbeat the system. Well, after 14 days, even if they haven't activated the device, they're automatically going to be charged. So basically, you're giving them a courtesy of just kind of getting the experience to stream DirecTV before the device comes, so to get the feel of it. But the experience really comes when they actually activate the device, and like I said, they're going to be charged regardless. Any questions?
I had a question for you. As far as kind of going back a little bit to the credit risk, what is the process of finding out the credit risk? Is it for the customers that might want to know? Is this like, does it go in the credit report? Like, what is the system? What is it based off of to know what their credit risk is with DirecTV?
That's a good question. Now, one thing it does not do is doesn't hit their credit report. It's a soft credit check, so the customer doesn't have to worry about that hitting their credit report. System is built into our point of sale system in Sarah Plus, and it's just basically customer doesn't need to have exceptional credit. They're not buying a house, they're not buying a car. They just need service enough to just watch TV. We're really checking to see if they had any. Obviously they check their credit score. Make sure they didn't have previous service with DirecTV or no past due balances or unpaid balances. Other than that, I mean, if the customer has decent credit, no history with DirecTV where they had unpaid bills, they're more than likely come up low risk.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Cool. I'll keep it pushing. Let's talk about DirecTV via satellite, right? We talked about the via internet, and you guys know about that. Now let's talk about satellite, right? Because there's going to be some customers that you run into that are not going to be savvy enough to install the DirecTV via internet, don't have enough internet to support the product. So DirecTV via satellite will be the go-to for those customers, right? And with that, this is a satellite dish, so 99% signal reliability when it comes to DirecTV via satellite. We're going to talk about something that kind of boosts that up to about 100%. But just like with via internet, right, you get access to all of the sports, all of the on-demand content, and more channels in DirecTV via internet, right? And honestly, a lot of those channels that make up DirecTV via satellite are a lot of the music channels. Those Blink channels that just has, your pop, your 80s, your 70s, your 60s, your hip hop, your dance, all those types of channels, DirecTV via satellite has. So that's basically the difference when it comes to that. But one thing I didn't mention is about 99% signal reliability. DirecTV, we launched last year a new system called Signal Saver. This is so what this does, the biggest drawback to satellite, I mean, back in the day was whenever the wind would blow, my signal would go out. Whenever it was rain, the signal would go out. What Signal Saver does for customers, as long as they have a internet connection, decent internet connection, it allows the customer to keep watching off of their broadband connection. Basically, if there's a windstorm that comes out that would typically knock out the feed for that customer, it would look like this. Pause, let the customer keep watching via the broadband. As you see, it picks up where it left off, and then it continues to broadcast. It basically pause it for the customer so they hit keep watching, and then boom, it continues that feed to keep going live. That's something that's not available with any other satellite provider, and we know it's only one other. But it's something that that is definitely a huge gain for us to actually have in our technology, since a lot of customers did not like the satellite product for that main reason. For whenever it's bad weather, I would lose signal, I would lose service. But now, that's nothing they have to worry about anymore. Just like DirecTV via internet, that add on for international packages and our premium channel packages as well. I can dig deep into that since we talked about that with via internet. But what I did want to talk about is the Gemini product for DirecTV via satellite. As you guys can see here, this remote looks very familiar, right? It's the same exact remote for DirecTV via internet. So basically what this product is, DirecTV Gemini for via satellite, what this does is gives customers that DirecTV via internet experience with their via satellite connection. So all the same features with the remote that I mentioned before, all the streaming capabilities, the access to Google Play Store, all that is capable in this device right here. Now, before I go into this right here, you guys might be saying, okay, but why would a customer want to get this when they can have DirecTV via internet? As I mentioned, there's going to be those customers that are not savvy enough to, install the product, or they just want somebody to come in and hook it up for them and don't want to touch anything, right? They just want to say, hey, listen, come in, hook everything up, show me how to use it, and that's it. And that's what this product right here, that's the customer this product would fit for the best, right? Those customers that, hey, listen, I'm used to somebody coming in and installing. I don't want to change that. I want to keep it exactly like that. So that's exactly what this is for. But as you see right here, it's the same features, same benefits as DirecTV via internet, but they get it with the satellite connection. So you see all the apps, got the guides, everything looks exactly the same. So mention the integrated voice remote, talk into it, it'll pop up whatever that you're looking for. Well, that was brief, but it's not much to really go into satellite. A lot of it is all self-explanatory, but with the Gemini product or anything that I went over, do you guys have any questions?
All right, guys, let's get some questions here. Drop it in the chat. I'll go first. Mr. Harris, can you go over how we can earn an additional income by providing an additional service of installing this product, the internet product?
Yeah, that is a great question, Quincy. Now, as you guys saw, right? You guys saw how easy it is to install DirecTV via internet, right? Super easy. I'm pretty sure 9 out of 10 of the people on this call can definitely install the product. Actually, I think all you guys can. I mean, I'm not even gonna doubt any one of you guys. I'm pretty sure everyone on this call can install that. Now, if you guys have inventory of this product, you're knocking on the customer's door, and the customer says, hey, you know what? Yeah, no, I want to sign up. I want it. Right? You can do two things. You can hand them the box and say, hey, listen, here you go. You can set it up yourself, or you can actually help install that box or those devices for that customer yourself. And if you do that, you can actually charge up to $99 to install that equipment for that customer. Now, as you see, that's probably an extra 30 minutes. I mean, to probably do so, maybe 45 tops, even if it's an hour, right? To make an extra $99 an hour. I mean, if that was my going rate, I mean, I wouldn't be upset at all. So, and like I said, it's up to $99, right? But that is something that is available to you all as long as you have the equipment. And even so, right? Customer calls, say, hey, listen, can you guys are local, can you help me set it up? Say, hey, listen, it charges up to $99, and it's up to you how you kind of want to do that. If you want to charge nothing, you have the option to. You want to charge 25, 50, however you kind of want to do that. But not only can you make revenue off the sale, but if you have inventory on hand with you, you can make additional revenue by charging for that install as well. So you kind of really double dip when selling that product. I hope that helped, Quincy.
I got a quick question to jump on that. Or to kind of add on, how is there a certain way that we have to collect the 99 or the basically the extra money that we get for installation? If they pay us, can they pay us cash, or can they pay? Is it like can they do a Cash App kind of deal, or is that something that's also going to be included on the payout whenever that payday is?
That's a really good question, right? So you take whatever type of form of payment you want. You want Cash App, you want bread, you want cheese, you want milk, whatever equals to what your cost is. That's how you can accept it. So it's all up to you how you want to take it. You want to take it via a Cash App, so you have a record, do that. You want cash, do that. But yeah, no, to answer your question, however you want to take payment, this is actually going directly to you. This isn't going through a payment system or anything like that. This is something, a charge through you guys that you would pay. But remember, customer has 3-4 devices that you're going to hook up. It's not 99 per device. It's 99 total. So I just want you guys to definitely understand that. Because if you guys do anything over that, they call and complain, then, then we have to, I got to get with Quincy and all this other stuff. So just remember that it's $99 no matter how many devices they have in the house. But I'll tell you one thing, it doesn't take long whatsoever. So, but yeah, to answer your question, any type of payment that you want to take at that time, you can go ahead and take it.
That's fine. All right, thanks.
No problem. Good question, though. That was a really good question. And then remember, the payment just cannot exceed $99. So just remember that. Any other questions? Guys, don't be shy. Remember, this is your show. I'm here just kind of running through it, but I want you guys to open up. I don't care what the question is. I want you to answer it, because the last thing I want you guys to do is to leave here and say, oh man, I had this one question, or whatever the case may be. That's exactly what I'm here for. Any question that you have, any concerns, or just comments, or whatever you guys want to know, just open up and let me know so I can help out while we're all here together.
I do have another quick question. Well, I don't know how quick, but I do have another question for introducing like the credit check, because a lot of people can get kind of scared, like when you signing them up real quick, like, hey, real quick, like let me introduce this product to you, and then explaining it, and then they hear credit check, and then they kind of get scared, and they're like I don't really want my credit run or anything like that. What would you say, like, for that rebuttal, like, is a good way to kind of introduce the credit check? Because I believe it's not a huge hit on their credit, right? It's a light effect, but what's a good way to kind of go about saying why we have to do a credit check?
No, so the way I would do that rebuttal, like, hey, just to let you know, this doesn't even touch the credit report. Like, it's not going to touch it whatsoever. Like, it's not going to affect it. It's not going to bring its point high. It's not going to bring its point lower. All we're doing is to make sure we qualify you for the best offers and promotions. It's the only reason why we offer a credit check. That's it. I would just leave it short and sweet. You don't need to really go into a long conversation. Just say, hey, listen, does it hit your credit report? Does it just to check to make sure you qualify for for the equipment and all the special offers that we have? That's the only reason why we do it.
All right, great, thanks. I'm gonna let them go ahead and ask some questions now.
Cool, sounds good.
Yeah, I have a question. My question is, like, based off of agents that's going door to door, is there a way to know, who already has the service? And if so, do we get paid anything extra for any upgrades? But like, is there anything in place to know who has it, versus who don't, for those who are just, going door to door?
Oh, that's a good question, and unfortunately, we don't have anything to show what customers, like, if you're in a certain area, show what customers actually have DirecTV service. I'll tell you one thing: if they have satellite, that's going to be probably the most obvious, but just see it on the roof or you see the pole mount, so to kind of stay away from those houses. But yeah, we don't have anything when it comes to that. But and even as far as upgrading the services, there's something that's out there, but I tell you right now, with the time that you would spend trying to talk the customer into upgrading, it's not worth the reward. If that makes sense. I know, especially when you're door to door, your time is very valuable. You don't want to knock on the door to make extra, $25, $30, right? I mean, I don't think that's what you guys are out there to do. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we don't have anything like that. I mean, if something does come up, I'll tell you one thing, I'll throw it Quincy's way, see if I have any type of leads, so you guys can stay out of certain areas, because customers have DirecTV or whatever the case may be. But at this point in time, we don't have anything.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Let's see, you guys are coming with the question now. That's exactly what I want to hear, right? Go ahead.
I have a question. So when they do the soft credit check, let's say they fail the check, I know with other campaigns, there's a number that you can call and they can kind of figure out why they're unable to move forward. Is there a number that you can call where they can kind of list the hold or something like that?
There's not, and there's nothing that we have when it comes to that. When a customer is out approved, typically it's It's either two things: they don't have any credit, like they don't have enough credit established, or more than likely maybe they had DirecTV in the past and they may probably still have a past due balance, or they cancel because they never paid their final bill, whatever the case may be. So those are typically the reasons why a customer wouldn't pass.
Okay, does it tell you the reason why? So like if they owe a bill, will it say, hey, you owe us a bill, and tell them the amount? Like if it's a small amount, would they be able to pay it and we can move forward, or no? It's one and
So
done.
that's one thing. That's probably the only thing. That's the only thing it would tell you. Like if it's a DirecTV, if it's a former DirecTV customer, it will let you know that customer, this customer had a past due balance on still has a balance with DirecTV that needs to be paid. Like here's a number to call so they can make the payment. So that would come up. Outside of that, there's really no other explanations of why a customer would not be approved for DirecTV.
Great question. I have one for you. Maybe thinking about this as well. How do you feel about multiple people inside of an address, running multiple people at one address? So you run mom is a high risk. Obviously not optimal for us. You run dad is a low risk. And how many times would you want us? Meaning, should we stop at 3 inside of the household, or is it unlimited? How do we handle?
So that's another great question. So I'm not if I believe it's two per household, 2 per address. So you can run, husband, wife, wife's daughter, wife's son, whatever the case may be, but it's two names per address. But that was a really good question as well. Any other questions you guys have?
Yes, I have a question. You said it's 2 per household. How many days afterwards can you go back and run 2 more people? Or can you do that?
How many people they got in their house? I mean,
It's New York.
Well, in some
yeah, no,
where there's multiple tenants.
Yeah. No, typically what you want to do when it's 2 per household, we kind of just leave it at that, right? Coming back to run, uncle that came over for the weekend or just traveling or whatever the case may be. We kind of stay away from that, right? If the 2 in that one household didn't get approved, and we just really gotta move on to the next.
Got it. And I have another question. Let's say a customer tell us upfront that they already had DirecTV and they know for sure they owe a bill. Is there like a grace period that you guys give them, or a time period that actually comes off their credit and they can get approved?
Well, typically after they pay that bill, they're usually good to go. The problem is what that balance looks like, right? I mean, they can say, okay, yeah, I had a bill. Next thing you know, they called DirecTV, like, yeah, you owe us about like $700, and just like, I'll pass on getting DirecTV. You know what I mean? Or if they really want it, they'll pay it just to kind of improve their credit or whatever the case may be. So it really all depends on the customer what they decide to do from there.
I know. Okay, so like on a regular credit score, like how after 7 years it automatically falls off. How long with DirecTV does it falls off from in the system?
Oh, that to be honest, I don't know.
Okay.
Don't know. I mean, typically things fall off of credit reports after like 3 to 5 years. But I wouldn't know exactly.
Got it. Okay, thanks.
No problem. I see you guys start to wake up at the 11, so because I'm hearing a lot more questions. I like that. Any more questions before I move forward?
The chat looks dry.
Cool.
Let's get it.
Cool. So what I want to go real quick, you guys are gonna be door to door. You guys are gonna be seeing a lot of people face to face. So I want to kind of go over some customer profiles real quick. What you're kind of encountering, what you will basically encounter out in the field, and so you guys understand exactly the right solution for the customer, and how to really configure that for the customer as well, right? So you have this first customer right here, right? So, this customer, high-speed internet, loves to watch 4K content, has a living room and four additional rooms, right? So that's a total of 5 TVs. But one of the key things that the customer tells you is they prefer a professional install. Now, somebody help me out here. Come off of mute. What would be the product that you would offer this customer, and why would you offer the customer that product, whether it's DirecTV via satellite or via internet? Anybody? What would you offer this customer? So see, high-speed internet, right? Watch, they like 4K. They got 5 TVs, but they want to sit back, relax, and they want somebody to come and basically hook everything up for them and show them exactly how to use it. So which product would you offer this customer?
A Gemini Air. Yeah, Gemini Air for sure.
So is that DirecTV via internet or satellite?
That's DirecTV internet.
So that's not a bad one, right? So put it like this. So it all depends on your guys' situation, right? So the key thing here is prefers a professional install. Now, if you guys are door-to-door, you have the equipment, you're installing for the customer, 100%, right? I mean, this would definitely be a customer for DirecTV via internet. But if this happens to be a customer that you guys can't personally install, right? And they are not tech savvy enough to feel as though they can, plug this in and install it themselves, satellite would be the best option for this customer, right? Because they prefer that person to install, they want somebody to walk it through. But what you guys saying via internet, with your business model, you guys will be door to door, probably have this equipment, and you guys will be doing the install yourself. Oh no, 100%. Either way, look at that keyword, prefer professional install. If you can perform the professional install and they have this internet speed, you know exactly where to go. Via internet would be the best way. But if you can't, and the customer is telling you that, hey, listen, I don't want to touch anything, then via satellite would be the best route to go for that customer. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but if you guys are going to be performing an install yourselves and you have via internet, the customers you see have high internet speeds, are 100% via internet all day long. So no, there wasn't any wrong answers there whatsoever. Now, one thing I do want to show you guys is how does this look like, right? How do we kind of configure this, right? So say if this happened to be, let's go with via internet because you guys started with via internet first, right? So customer, total of 5 rooms. How much would the customer be charged for the devices? A total of 5 rooms. We know the first one is free. So it's 4 additional rooms. How much would the customer be charged for the devices?
I don't want to mess your name up, but someone said $80. And if you can't, come off mute.
Yeah, but I didn't factor in the $15 plus.
Well, no, don't. Let's not factor in that. Let's just talk about the equipment itself, right? So it's 4 additional rooms for just for the equipment itself. How much would they be paying for the lease fees?
Just for the equipment, so $80, and one is free. So that would be $80 without the free one. Would be $80 altogether.
So remember, I'm not talking about the pricing of the plan, just for the equipment itself. So the equipment is $7 per month per device. They're getting 4 devices. $28. Exactly. With this customer right here, on top of whatever plan they decide to go with, right? Let's just say the choice pack is that's $100, right? And $100 you see here, they talk about lease fees plus $15 ARS fees. I already quoted them at $100, so that already includes the ARS fees already, right? And forgive this number right here, it says 3, it should be times 4. So forgive this number down here. So that's already included. So all you're adding is that extra $28 plus whatever the regional sports fees would be. And that's it. Extra $28, so you add an extra 15 on top of that, you're looking at $143 a month plus taxes for that customer for 5 televisions. Boom, you're set. Now, satellite comes a little bit different, right? So still the same thing, right? It's still going to pay $7 a month for the 4 TVs. So that's still at the same $28. We still got the $15 ARS, but that's all included in the pricing. So let's not look at that. The way this kind of gets set up, right? With a customer like this, it's, I don't want to say it's a little bit more complicated. It's just a little bit more work that has to be put into it, right? So with that, the customer has to, you have to set the customer up in the system with the Genie 2 device and the Gemini device, right? Because that's going to give them all the internet. They want the 4K content. They got the high-speed internet. So they get the Genie 2. That's what this device is called. And this is like the hub that kind of connects everything together, right, on the satellite side. So the customer would be set up with a Genie 2 and a Gemini. And here's the difference with DirecTV via satellite, is that with each one of these Geminis, yes, the customer is going to pay $7 a month per box, but if they want Gemini device for each room, there is a charge of $49 per box, one time. So if a customer wants this experience where they have the streaming experience, the voice remote, everything hooked up with the Google ecosystem to get all the apps and everything like that, they're going to spend $40, extra $50 for the 4 rooms. So you're looking at extra $200 just for the equipment itself, and that's one time. Or the customer can get hooked up with these right here. You see this other box with this white remote. It's called the Genie Mini, and there's no charge for these devices. Now, the difference is customers will have access to all the channels and all the programming. They just won't have access to access their apps, streaming capabilities, and the voice remote. Customer's fine with that. They only need it for 1 TV. Then you're good with hooking up the Genie Minis. But if they do want that for the other TVs, then it's $49 for the boxes for the Gemini devices. Obviously, you can also mix and match. So if a customer has 4 TVs, say, hey, listen, I just need it for my room and the bedroom. All right, cool. So it's going to be, just $49, and then we can hook you up with these other Genie Minis for the other rooms. But like I said, that $49 is one time up front. But even after that, the customer still charges $7 a month for each device, no matter if it's a Gemini or a Genie Mini. Any questions? I know this is a lot, especially on the satellite side. So I want to make sure you guys understand this. And what I actually do, Quincy, I actually send this over to you. So you can actually send to the team so they can actually kind of look at this and kind of understand it as well. So they get a, so in case this does come up, they got something they can refer back to. So.
I have a question. DirecTV is focused on the internet more or the satellite, or is it, would you say it's 50-50? Where would you like us focus more?
Honestly, the best way to answer that question is focus on what's best for the customer, right? If you're in those areas where customers are getting, you're able to do the install and they have the right internet speeds, I think you know where exactly to go with that. I think via internet would be the best option for those customers, right? You can provide the whole self-install. You can, you guys are the main point of contact, so it's easy to go. So I would focus if fits for the customer. So if you got a scenario like this where the customer has high internet and you're able to do the install for them, 100% via internet. But if you get that customer that, if you happen to be in those areas where it's like, you know what, I don't even have internet speeds, I need somebody to come out and kind of hook this up, and satellite is the way to go. From my understanding, Quincy, I don't think you're going to be in a lot of those areas. And I know, especially in New York, a lot of these places don't even offer, give you the ability to actually put satellite dishes up. So I think the lead product with majority of your teams will probably be the via internet anyway. But I did just want to go over the via satellite just so you guys do have an understanding. But to answer your question again, the focus is basically whatever is a priority and a need for the customer and what's going to fit best for them to make sure that they don't cancel and disconnect on you. But by the way it's looking and what it's sounding like, it's gonna lean more, probably 90-10 for you guys, leaning heavily on the via internet side. It might be even higher than even that, but I think via internet is probably going to be the way to go for your team and you guys.
Right on, right on. Guys, I want to remind you guys that this is a nationwide opportunity. You know, DeRon, if you can, obviously, guys, there's 3 ways that you can actually that people get their television services now: online, door to door. Obviously, that's us, and then of course they inbound, outbound calling. That's over the phone. Can you talk a little bit about how DirecTV allows us to kind of do all 3? Which I think is neat in the industry.
Put it like this. You said it, Quincy, right? This is available nationwide. No other provider allows you to do that, right? It gives you capability, right? I don't think there's any cable provider outside of DirecTV that can go into every single household. And basically, especially with us, you can do it whatever way that basically works for you. So if you want to travel, you want to do events, you want to do door to door, if you're good at digital marketing, social media marketing, whatever the case may be, you can market this product out to anybody, you can sell anywhere, and you'll be compensated exactly the same. You know, so if you got somebody that knows how to do digital marketing and they can sell to someone from out here in Jersey, New York, out in California, more power to you. I mean, you'll be paid.
I have a question.
Oh, come on. Yeah, go on.
What about social media? Are we allowed to post on there, or?
So you can, just can't really kind of be, can't really be fully advertised though, right? So it has to be kind of generic marketing, unless we kind of give you guys the approval to kind of, go on your personal social media page. And well, I'll tell you right now, it's nothing we can really put on any personal social media pages. It has to be on business pages, but we actually have already kind of pre-approved templates for social media posts and everything in that nature. So if that is something you are interested in, kind of get with me, and Quincy, you can kind of get with me, and I can kind of walk you guys through that. Just how to get your, social media presence up and some DirecTV advertising on some social media pages as well. Oh, good stuff. Any other questions? Just wanted to go over that. I just want to kind of go over the scenario real quick. There's other scenarios here, but I'm not going to go through that because a lot of it is exactly the same. This right here. So this right here is the pricing for via satellite. As you see, exactly the same as via internet. Now, the difference is that, remember, via internet, you do automatic bill pay, you're good to go. With DirecTV via satellite, you have the option how to do automatic bill pay or not. Now, if you do automatic bill pay, this is the pricing that you see right here. If you don't, remember, customers get a $10 discount for sign up for automatic bill pay. That's already factored in here. So the customer gets satellite, this price goes up by $10. Instead of entertainment being at $84, and remember, this already includes the ARS fee. That's going up to $94.99, $109.99, and so forth. Outside of that, everything else stays exactly the same. You still have the regional sports fees, your lease fees, everything else. But just do know that it already includes a $10 discount for auto bill pay. So if a customer gets satellite and they don't want to do automatic bill pay, price on here goes up by $10. As I mentioned, these are the fees for DirecTV via satellite. No install fee, but there's a $19.95 activation fee. There's a $7 receiver fee, as I mentioned before. Sports fees and early termination fees as well. Now, I mentioned you can download the DirecTV app when you have DirecTV via satellite, so you can actually watch this on the go on your phone or tablet. A couple things that really stand out when it comes to DirecTV via satellite, which I really kind of want to hone in on, if you guys do sell this, is that remember with DirecTV via internet, it was 14 days for the customer either to cancel and get a full refund. DirecTV via satellite is totally different. They can cancel with no charge, no penalties, and until it's actually installed, right? So if you go through everything, customer changes their mind, cool, no penalties. But once that service is installed, they're locked into the 2-year contract. So definitely want to, if you do sell the satellite product, let the customers know, like, hey, listen, once this is installed, you're locked in a 2-year contract, and if you cancel, there's a termination fee. I do want you guys to understand that. Outside of that, if you do sell satellite to a customer like an apartment, you got to make sure they get a landlord approval form, and always make sure that somebody let the customer know somebody 18-year-old or present at the time of the install. Any questions?
Checking the chat now.
I had a question. As far as on the agent level for, so we know for the customer, if they cancel after 14 days, they have to pay that cancellation fee, right? But on the agent level, like, is there a time frame if they was to cancel that maybe we get a penalty? Just asking.
Yeah, so the way that works is 6 months. So if the customer cancels before 6 months, then you guys will be hit. So you got to make sure that your customers, if they're staying, if you're selling them DirecTV, they need to at least stay for 181 days.
Got it.
Good question. Just real quick, I'll breeze through this a little bit, but this is DirecTV in sports. We've always been a top leader when it comes to sports programming. Both our products for DirecTV via satellite, via internet. Via satellite, we have this great sports mix channel where customers can actually view up to about 6 sports shows at a time. Somebody that's really big into sports, they get the choice package and above, they get the sports mix channel where they can view multiple sports shows or games at a time. With Gemini and DirecTV via internet, you get access to the Sports Central, which I like a lot. Especially with March Madness and football and basketball is going around. You pick your favorite teams. Whenever the game is about to come on, you get a notification on the screen, let you know that game's about to come on, and you go straight to that channel. You can auto record from here. You can see all the live scores of all the games that are kind of going on in the Sports Center. So this is something that's a pretty little cool feature that's on the Gemini Air and the Gemini device, right? Right here in the Sports Hub, that's where you just pick your favorite team, get all the notifications from that team when they're playing. Now, remember I mentioned Sports Pack, right? This is something that you can offer to all your customers. It's free for 7 months. With this football season, this is great because customers get access to NFL Red Zone and the NFL Network. But outside of that, right now it's not football season. You got to wait till September for that. But you get the League Pass from NBA, which is about to kind of be over because we're about to start the playoffs. You get MLB Strike Zone for the baseball fans. You get to watch, not only your in-region sports, out-of-region sports as well, for all sports. So like as I mentioned before, from soccer to baseball to football, basketball, golf, hockey, all types of sports. If a customer's into sports, it's something that'll be great for them. And then, as I mentioned, from today to the end of the month, this is actually free for 7 months. So the customer can take full advantage for this for 7 months. After that, it's $14.99. This is just kind of a quick look of all the sports that are available to the customers as they sign up for the Sports Pack. So as I mentioned, they get the in-region sports and then also out-of-market sports as well. Real quick, going over the promotions, as I mentioned, the free premiums are there for 3 months. So your Stars, your HBOs, your Showtime, that's free for 3 months. Now, to tell you guys one thing about this promotion, right? It's great, sounds good. It's something good to offer a customer, but what you want to do to a customer, don't just add this for a customer. Make this an option, right? Because the thing with this is after the 3 months, and the customer does not cancel this promotion for the free 3 months, what happens is the customer is charged an extra $55. And what typically happens after 3 months and the customer sees the extra $55 on their bill, they call customer service, they get mad, and they disconnect and cancel. And one thing I do recommend, if you're offering a free premium channels for 3 months, ask the customer, say, hey, listen, we have this promotion if you would like, free premium channels, you get, Stars, Showtime, HBO Max, 3 months, but it's up to you to cancel. If you don't cancel, it's an extra $55 a month. You want me to add it for you? Tell you what, my guys who have that, if you have that speech and have that script kind of going on when it comes to kind of delivering the free premiums for 3 months, majority of customers tell them no, because hey, listen, I'm gonna forget, and I'm not trying to be charged an extra $55. So make sure if you are positioning the free premium challenge for 3 months, I recommend positioning that way to see if the customer does want it. But just let them know, hey, listen, if you don't cancel, it's an extra $55. Are you sure you want me to sign you up for it? And let the customer give you that option. And because remember, 6 months, you got to keep the customer for 6 months, 180 days. So that's 3 months. Customer sees that in the 4th month. They cancel, then, you guys already know you're in trouble. Sportsback is cool, right? Because it's free for 7 months. So it's past that 6 months, and, if the customer keeps it, it's an extra $15. It's still something you can mention to the customer, right? After the 7 months, they charge an extra $15. But it's free for 7 months until the end of this month. And one thing we also have, and this is by just a limited quantity, and I just want to make sure it's clear, it's limited, right? So this is something that, Quincy, you have to reach out to me, see if I have these gift cards, but this is exclusive rewards. So any customer that signs up for either DirecTV via satellite or via internet to get the choice package and above, they could be eligible for a $100 gift card. Now, I have certain gift cards, a certain amount of gift cards that are given to me every month. Basically, I have to kind of spread that out. So it's usually first come, first serve. So if you guys do need some or do run into any customers, even this month, just kind of let me know. I'll provide you with those gift cards, Quincy, and then I'll walk you guys through the steps. I actually send you an email, Quincy, on the steps on actually how you submit for these gift cards and how the customers redeem them. So especially you guys doing door-to-door, doing events, this is something great you can actually offer the customers, like a special, say, hey, listen, today we got $100 if you get one of our packages today. But that's kind of a breakdown of the current promotions right now. If you guys have your phone out, this is DirecTV demo app. I'm not really going to walk through this too much, but if you want to, scan this QR code that you see right here on the screen, and what this will do is get you to our DirecTV demo app. And this is cool. Honestly, it works better if you guys have a tablet, iPad, whatever the case may be. It works a whole lot better on that. But with this demo app, you can show the customer DirecTV, right? You can show them basically how it would look, basically all the features of the DirecTV via internet with the remote, everything, and especially how to install, the pricing, everything you can get off of the demo app. This is something that's great for the sellers, the managers, everybody to have on the field to actually show the DirecTV. You have the channel guides on there as well that you can show the customers. And the packages right here. Now, as you see with this, it's a little bit different, right? So it's a lot of what you said you have already in the sales guide, where it doesn't show the ARS fee. But you see right here, advanced receiver fee, $15. So make sure that when you see prices like this, if it starts at $69, you have to add the $15 ARS fee. Sales support as well. And last but not least, we have our resources. I'll send an email out to you guys regarding this as well. What that is, basically, we have our MST tool. And in this tool right here, just mst.att.com. From here, you hit this entertainment tab, you can find everything with DirecTV. So if a customer is looking for a certain channel or a package, you can actually find that information. You can find out what the ARS fees are, channels, regional sports fees, and everything right through here on MST. Everything is right here in the entertainment tab. It will open up for DirecTV. You can choose via satellite or via internet. One thing I use a lot is CCKN, which is also known as a Customer Connect Management tool. With this right here, this is basically our Google. So if you have a question, you want to look up something with DirecTV, have a question about promotions, how to hook up DirecTV via internet, you can actually go to this website, tap in the search bar, type in your question, and it works just like Google. You get the answer that you need. Very simple. these numbers right here, these are basically for like install escalation. So basically, if you're selling DirecTV via satellite, this is exactly what this number will be for. If a tech doesn't show up and any issue during the install process, kind of call our retail services number, and they can actually help you out when it comes to that. So this is all the information right here, which I'll also send over to you, Quincy. And at any given point in time, this site right here is available to you guys. This is our product training site and our PLE courses. So basically, a lot of things I went over today are basically in these 3 courses right here. So if you have any new sellers or whatever the case may be, as long as they have an ATTU ID, they can access the PLE course right here and take some product trainings when it comes to DirecTV. So another resource available to you guys. And then last but not least, you guys should know that I'm also a resource for you guys as well. So anytime you guys have a question and you guys need anything, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to me as well. I'm definitely willing to help you guys out as well whenever you guys need. Other than that, that basically concludes the training for today. I know we went over a lot. I know you guys asked a lot of questions earlier, but before I close out, man, I just want to see if you guys have any other additional questions.
Yeah, DeRon, I have one more. I might have asked Quincy this before. I just forget the answer I might have got. Does DirecTV provide any badges or anything like that? Badges or any kind of marketing materials that we can have either while we're at a table or if we are doing door to door, if they want validation that we're really DirecTV, is there anything like that we could have?
So we have that available on our marketing zone, on our marketing site to order. Q, I'll send you the link for that, and we can walk through that. But we do have something available, so you guys can kind of basically look the part, have the badges and everything like that. So we do have that.
Okay, sweet.
Absolutely. And just to piggyback, yes, absolutely. We will be providing badges like we do with all other programs. And we got some good things going out in terms of for production, right? So look forward to that. You guys will see that inside of your Bamboo app and inside of the chat as well. So we're going to do some fun things around some production, and you'll be able to get some good DirecTV gear. Great question.
Yeah, fire. Let's get it.
What's going on? Any other questions? Hey, well, listen, Q, if you haven't done so already, please feel free to share my contact information over to the team in case they do have any questions. Feel free to, call me, text me, email, whatever the case may be. Text is kind of preferred. I'm usually running around a lot, and then especially if I get a call, this number I don't recognize, I kind of wait for a voicemail. So if you guys text me, you probably get the quickest response, because if I'm in a meeting or on a call, I text a whole faster, and I can give you a call back. But Q, if you haven't done so already, please feel free to share my information to the team, because if they do need anything, like I said, I mentioned a lot of resources. The last resource that I didn't put on the slide was myself, but I'm definitely a resource to you all as well. So I want you guys to definitely know that.
Yes, sir. We got one last question. I promised her that we would make sure that we come back to her. Tamara, can you come off mute? You have a question? We do not want to forget you. All right. If you're talking, you're on mute. All right. In closing, I just want to make sure, man, can we come off mute and give DeRon, Mr. Harris, some praise right now and some recognition for an amazing call game?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
Thank you.
Great training.
No, thank you. No, thank you all. Thank you all. You guys have been a great audience. I know you guys are gonna do well. I put my phone number in the chat, so you guys have that. So feel free to lock it in. And then shoot me a text with your contact information so I can lock you guys in. And yeah, definitely looking forward to working with you all.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Hey yo, shout out to BTG, shout out to BTG. Hey yo, Q, I see you.